Hello, everybody, and welcome into another week of the CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia, sitting here with Marv, with Mike Molyneux. For people who watch the show every week, you're going to notice a little change here. I'm not saying that YouTube/Google screwed us, but we really got a surprise last night. You know what? I'm sure that there were a lot of messages that were relayed from YouTube, Google, telling us that Hangouts were gone. I don't remember ever seeing them, but I also don't read many things if I am gung ho on doing my own thing, and as soon as I get in there, I'm just going in. But Google Hangouts apparently is no more, not a thing anymore, which is wild. I thought it was a very useful thing. Obviously, we use it every week. So now we're gonna do it from here. This is the new look of the Patriots Roundtable. So guys, let's jump into it. Tom Brady. A lot of conversation this week regarding when his house went up on sale, ridiculously priced house, $39 million or something insane like that. Got taken off the market on Zillow. It's still on the market. Brady, he got his contract. It's a really weird contract. Remember all year, the summer we were having that conversation. Is he going to get a contract before the start of the season? Because he's never gone into the season without a new contract. And he got it. Initially, we thought it was 2 years. Now it's 2 years, but there's a couple of void years in there. I don't even know what that means. But in the end of it, Ian Rappaport said it himself on Twitter. He's going to be a free agent at the end of this year, unless something else happens. So, with that being said, we know Brady wants to play until he's 44, 45 years old. Do you guys think that Tom Brady, after the media conversations he had this week, after saying it is what it is when being asked about it by the media, do you think that Tom Brady's actually unhappy with this contract? So, Mike, we'll kick it off with you.
Tom Brady's pissed. There's no way to go around it, sugarcoat it. I think we all know, as an athlete, as a player, Tom Brady's pissed. And one thing about him is he's learned over the years how not to ruffle feathers when there's a bunch of cameras and microphones in his face and reporters. He knows not to say anything that's going to really spark some controversy or cause any issues within the organization or give the media something extra to talk about. He knows how to handle those situations. But of course, as great as a player Tom Brady is, this bothers him, and we all really know, because if you think about it, what do players really want most of the time, no matter if it's the NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA? They want security. They don't want to usually be on a contract where it's just one and done. They usually want some kind of security.
Especially in the NFL. Like they're all going at it right now about guaranteed contracts. Like Kirk Cousins. Don't know why he's the first one to get that guaranteed money, but
Yeah,
that's what people want.
they want security. Guaranteed money and security is what most players want all the time. So for Tom Brady, a guy who he envisions himself being a New England Patriot till it's all said and done, he doesn't plan on going anywhere. And now you have the team who doesn't really give him that security. They give him a raise. Now he's the sixth highest paid quarterback in the league, which is great. I mean, I honestly think he doesn't care. He deserves it. Brady should have been the highest paid, not only quarterback, but player in all of football for the last couple of years. But that's a completely different conversation. But he doesn't necessarily have that security that he wants. Now, is he pissed? Absolutely. Do I feel like he's so pissed that at the end of the season, he's going to say, you know what? They didn't want to give me the security. I'm going to pack my bags and I'm looking to go somewhere else. No, I don't think he's that upset to want to leave the Patriots, but he is pissed with the current situation that he doesn't really have a contract to hold him in his number 12 jersey with the Patriots for the next 3 years if he does want to play till 45. So Tom Brady's frustrated. He ain't going to tell anybody. He's not going to tell the media, but Tom Brady's pissed off.
Okay, so you answered my last question too, which was going to be, is there a real chance that he leaves this offseason? You clearly don't think so. So Marv, add that into your answer here too. Do you think Tom Brady's actually pissed off about the situation? And is there a legitimate chance that Tom Brady is in a different uniform after this season?
So I agree with everything Mike pretty much said about how Brady's feeling right now, that he is really pissed off. And what the Patriots are doing is they're calling Brady's bluff.
Yep.
They're pretty much saying, hey, we know you want to stay here. We know that your legacy means everything to you. You're not going to go anywhere. We're going to do this year by year, basis. We'll take out the franchise tag. Sure, you don't want the franchise, we'll take it off because we know you don't want to go anywhere. You can sell your house. We're not going to budge. And now it's up to Brady.
Selling your house is a pretty bold tactic to
It,
try to get
it's
that new contract.
it's bold, and you know Brady's obviously frustrated. He's obviously looking around. I think there is something to that. I know a lot of people want to brush it off. Oh, people move up. No, let's slow down. There is definitely something to Brady moving. He understands that he is in the ladder of his
Cheaper.
career.
It's cheaper out there.
Cheaper where?
I don't
Connecticut
think he cares.
What are you talking about right now?
prices are not as it's not as pricey as in
Yeah, I don't think Brady's
Stop.
mentioned penny.
Mike, stop. Do you know how much his family is worth?
Brady's big in the buy one get one free section when he goes to stop.
Right.
They want a good deal on a home in Greenwich, Connecticut.
I don't think that's it, man. I just don't think that's it. So basically what the Patriots are doing is they're gonna test Brady every single year. After the end of this year, they're going to evaluate Brady's play. Now I think that we had this conversation off air, and I was telling you guys, if Brady had the same season as he did last year, same regular season, but didn't have the playoff success, we're looking at Brady a lot differently this year. You know, with like, whoa, not Super Bowl, his numbers weren't as great, and that's what the Patriots are going to do from now on, year by year basis, grade him, evaluate him, and if they believe that he deserves another contract, that's what they'll do. Is it fair? Is it right? You're talking about the greatest quarterback of all time. No, it's not fair. But this is the Patriots way, and it's finally going to get to Brady. And Brady understands that. He's always been a player that said, hey, listen, I could get cut at any time. And he's always looking towards the future. And this is just another step. Is it likely Brady plays for another team? No, it's not likely. But Brady will be prepared.
All right, Mike. So I'll just throw it back to you here for this part because Marv just kind of answered it there. Do you think that Brady has the right to be a little pissed off about the situation?
He does. He does. And I mean, I think Marv hit the nail right on the head in terms of how the Patriots are evaluating the situation. Like, I think to most people or super fans, Patriots fans, they're like, oh, you have to lock up Brady as long as he wants, give him whatever money and contract he wants. And I mean, it sounds great. It looks great because Brady continues to be successful. He continues to win Super Bowls. He continues to make it to the playoffs. Um, but from the business side of it, you know, going year by year with the guy who's 42. And I think Brady kind of said it himself. This is uncharted territory for him, the organization. Like, no one's been this successful at this age in any sport, you know. So I think Patriots are really lucky to have a player like Brady who's kind of taking it in stride, saying, like, you know what, I need to come out and continue to prove myself. So I think at the end of the day, you could talk about him not getting a contract or him moving his house. It's somewhat kind of a win-win situation for Brady and the Patriots because they're both kind of getting what they want. Brady continues to want to work hard and prove himself, and the Patriots can evaluate year after year what their quarterback is looking like.
All right, guys, before we jump over to me, the Patriots Roundtable is powered by betonline.ag. Head over to betonline.ag and use promo code CLNS50 to receive that welcome bonus. A lot of things are changing this week. We're changing the way we look on this thing. We're changing up the ad reads. Everything is different. All right, so here's what I think. Tom Brady unhappy with the deal? Yeah. And you know why I think that? I think the glaring thing, and I mentioned it kind of in the intro, his "it is what it is" statement, and then going on to say, well, whoever said that, it's a great quote. It's a great quote. I think that speaks volumes because why would he's taken the time to almost draw attention to "it is what it is." Maybe I'm looking too much into that part of it, but just the fact that he was just like, "it is what it is."
There's some
He
things you
knows it's
can't
gonna.
hide. You can't hide how you
He's
feeling
pissed.
sometimes.
Come on, he's
Yeah,
pissed.
and he knows that's going to draw a conversation about his deal, about this contract. So in the whole Patriots way is don't bring in conversation, don't bring in distraction. He knows it's going to get people talking. So I think that statement right there says that yeah, he's unhappy. Should he be unhappy? Yes, he should be, but if you got to understand it from both sides of things. I side with the team in this situation because what do fans want? What does the team want? They want to win. Okay. We don't know how Tom Brady's going to look this year. Tom Brady could hit that proverbial cliff that Max Kellerman's talked about a bunch of times. Okay. So the Patriots, it's in their best interest to go year to year with a 42-year-old quarterback. I know it's nice to say, oh, but he's taking pay cut after pay cut after pay cut to bring in the type of talent that's going to help them win. Yeah, that's great. It's been awesome. It's been so nice of him.
Right.
He does deserve to get paid more. But from a team perspective, it's a business. It's a business, and we hear that all the time. They're in the business of winning football games, and Tom Brady, while he's the greatest of all time, we don't know what he's going to look like at 42. We don't know what he's going to look like at 43 because it could be wildly drastic. But is he going to go somewhere else? I doubt it. I think if he can't come to an agreement with the Patriots, I bet you that he ends up retiring. I don't think he wants to
Ah,
play with somebody else.
Question
I don't
for
think he wants to play with somebody else.
I
question.
just don't. If Brady feels like he still has it in the tank, and the Patriots don't, and Brady believes he still has it in the tank, I think he's gonna still want to play and
He
prove
puts a lot of work.
everyone wrong.
Okay, well, you know what? Go to the 49ers. There's a chance that Jimmy Garoppolo hits the market next year.
I don't want look. I don't want to hear that. I'm not
If,
even thinking about it.
I'm saying, if,
Question for you guys though.
okay,
Question.
all right.
Say Brady sucks next year, or doesn't suck, but he's if you like Marv said earlier, his numbers are so. You know, he maybe gets to the wild card game and they lose or something. Say Brady has an average season. Do the Patriots just say, well, he wasn't as good as he was last year? You know, they went to back Super Bowls. He didn't repeat that. Do the Patriots they cut ties with him right there and don't even offer him a new contract? Or do they even say, we'll let you come back to the Patriots, but you're not going to get any 20 something million and you might not be the starter. You're going to have to battle in camp with some young up and comer or something. Do the Patriots completely cut ties with this guy if he's not at the same level as he has been? Because I mean, he's a free agent after this year.
Tom Brady is never going to be fighting for his position, whether
I don't think
he's
I don't think they're just gonna kick him to the curb.
whether he sucks or not. He's not fighting for a position. It's Tom Brady. The Patriots. I agree with the latter. What you said. They'll probably, even if he's mediocre, they'll probably give him a contract. You know, do you really trust Hoyer? How much are you developing Stidham? You give Brady another contract, but you don't give him, that six highest quarterback pay contract. It obviously will go down to his standards. I think that's what would happen if it is just mediocre.
I don't know. I really
Does
don't know.
Brady take that contract? Because if he is mediocre and the Patriots
he's gonna have
lowball
to.
him with the contract, what if the Jets or something come knock and say, if the Patriots are lowballing you, we'll give you some $30 million for a year and you can come play with us.
I think the only way Brady leaves is if the Patriots are done with him.
Hey, it's going to be on
tough.
conversation.
Yeah, this is a tough conversation to have because if he's mediocre, he almost has to like understand that he's not going to get that kind of money anymore. But he is Tom Brady, and I say this all the time about teams. There are always so many stupid teams out there, and I'm not saying bringing in Tom Brady would be stupid, but there are a lot of teams out there that would sign a guy based on the name, which is why I think, off topic, I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to get his contract this offseason because Jerry Jones loves the name. He loves the spotlight, and Zeke's a superstar in this league. He wants him playing. He does not want Zeke to sit out for the season.
Last thing on Brady, I know this video is getting long.
Yeah, we got to roll on.
I know, but Mike brought up something that I need to speak on. So if Brady's mediocre, you know what Brady's defense is? Guys, who the hell have you been giving me? Who have you been giving me to play? You've taken away. You took away my favorite.
Belichick's gonna say it doesn't matter.
That's Brady. You took away my favorite receiver in Danny Amendola. You gave me a guy who cannot stay on the field in Josh Gordon. Gronk has retired. You haven't given me a replacement for that. There's a lot of pieces Brady can be like. Of course his numbers aren't great. He has no one to throw the ball to.
It's a good argument. Definitely is.